let's just run through the components of the Merlin so we can truly understand what each component does. First of all, when you get your Merlin out of the box, click this so it locks. This creates your arc. Then just take this dial here and give it a slight turn till it pops into place, and that actually locks that arc into place. At the top we have the camera plate, which is sliding and has a locking pin, and then we have the stage. Now on this stage we have some fine controls both here and here, and they control the amount of forward and back and side to side motion when you've got the camera on the plate. This is your 3-axis gimbal, and as you can see, this is floating on all axes, and this allows you to fly the Steadicam when you've got a camera on top with a lens and you've got it correctly balanced. The next stage of the balancing is putting a front weight onto this part here and a bottom weight here. Now this whole thing is designed to act as a pendulum. So if you imagine a camera with a lens on top has weight to it and you turned it on its side, if you didn't put any counterweight on the bottom, the whole thing would just fly all over the place. So the idea of this whole system is that you put a weight on the top, which is your camera and lens, and counter that weight on the bottom, not just using weight, but also using the angle, if you like, of the arc. Now, if you turn this clockwise, you extend the arc long ways. If you turn it anti-clockwise, you bring the arc in and make it narrower. What this effectively does is that if you put a weight on the top here, which is your camera and lens, and a counterweight on the bottom, you don't have to match the weight exactly to the camera's lens and body combined weight. You can put a smaller weight and adjust the arc to make the effective weight heavier or lighter. Now you do that using these weights. This is a start weight, this is a mid weight, and this is an end weight. This is where it gets a little bit confusing, and what you have to do is have the right balance of weight and lens ratio depending on your camera, with the right size of arc, the right weight on the nose, the right weight on the bottom. And that's what I'm going to show you in these coming videos. I'm going to try and cover as many camera lens combinations as possible to give you a starting point for balancing your Merlin 2, because the secret to the Merlin 2 is once you balance it correctly, it's a very, very effective camera stabilizer.